Hello, welcome to Dungeons, Dragons, and Discourse live from North Texas. We are in, I guess, the main room, the registration room.
Did you tell by the noise?
You can hear background noise, but we figure by being in this room, we can get guests that will come on by, drop on in.
Sit right down.
Sit right down and have a chat with us. So this is like my 10th North Texas.
Let's see, 2011.
Oh wow! All right,
2021.
at least
That's like my 12th.
So,
Something like that.
I mean, one thing that I really have to remark about with North Texas this year is
Fantastic.
holy shit, the number of new people it's their first time here, it's second to none, honestly.
And there's Zeb.
You know, people like Zeb Cook.
Hiya, Zeb.
We're doing a live stream. And we got to do it here because we're also going to find people walking by.
Yeah.
I think I know who you are, but most of them.
She knows who he is.
All right.
How you been?
Oh, boy.
I
So,
was gonna say something about what it was.
This is the way it is at the con, folks. It's all family.
it's extended family.
It's extended family. This is
Yeah.
like a family reunion every year.
There you go. There's Zeb Cook.
Say hi.
We're going to try to get as many people in that we can as they come on by. You know, because, you know, Zeb is old school D&D, old school TSR.
Yep.
Not that old. But you might remember Zeb a few years ago. He popped on when me and Mike were doing a live stream. Zeb did a dance.
What?
He did a dance behind Mike and I.
Oh my God, I don't remember this. I
And you say
I
you're
deny
old.
everything about it.
There you
And
go.
you say, well, he's one of the authors of BXD&D, the game that spawned 1,000 clones.
It's true, though.
Yes, it is. I can't believe how many ways you can turn that game and just have fun. Hey, boy. Yeah. I'll see you later, Zeb. Come around here.
I'm on a break. Actually, I do need it.
Okay, fine, but
What's up? Oh,
this is our
Oh,
live
it's
stream.
podcast.
This is my grandson Gage. He's a vet of this con too.
this is my fourth or fifth year.
Fourth and fifth year.
Wow.
You have a ball every year, right?
Yep, every year.
Oh yeah.
I remember when he was like yay big.
Yeah, I was small. Now I'm not.
Yeah. He's a big old 19-year-old.
Wow.
And I look every year of it. Bye. See you in the room. That's the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, again, forgive us for the background noise. If we did this in a side room, you'd have nobody would get a chance to walk up. So, and I have to lean in. There's time. There's a chat. Doc,
Hello, Doc. Good to hear from you again. We're still trying to get you to North Texas.
we're working on it.
Yeah.
Glen's working on it hard.
Yeah, I want to put him on the special guest train.
So, we
This
will.
sounds kind of dirty.
Yeah, it does. Kind of dirty.
Yeah.
So now I'm wearing my bloody Arduin shirt.
I am wearing my Harper shirt from the movie.
I don't wear too many buff shirts, but sometimes you just gotta. And this is when I say a buff shirt, like in the NYPD, other police agencies, you have shirts that represent your unit or other units. You wear
You sit.
memorials, but
We have Matt Evans here.
all right.
Mr. MacArthur,
Hello.
right there. So, how you? Really?
I haven't.
Okay.
We brought the whole family, so we're doing vacation-y stuff too. But we did Fuzzy Heroes with Chris
I
Clark.
heard
Yeah.
that was a blast.
It was so fun. It was so absolutely fun. And the adventure he wrote for it, it was just like pun after pun after pun, and my sides were in orbit by the end of that game.
Even the puns that were bad were still good.
Yes,
Well, the
Yes.
bad ones they labeled dad puns.
Yes.
Oh, most certainly. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys had a good time.
Yeah.
And I understand Gage was.
I killed Gage today.
I heard that.
Yeah, so I mean that wasn't a first time.
Yeah.
He has a few sheets up on the wall in the
That's
game
what I
room.
heard.
But I felt bad for him. I had a trap room, and you'd pull a lever, and you'd get zapped away to another part of the dungeon.
He's done that before.
In my Saturday group, when we've been playing through this dungeon, when it happened to them, they were all just like, okay, they either the guy's dead and we should just all follow suit, or he got zapped somewhere and we should all follow suit.
Right.
And so they all just took turns pulling the lever and ended up in the same room together, and then they found their way out. But Gage got kind of screwed. He couldn't find the secret door that was
You
in
found
there.
a little friend.
Yeah, he finally busted through the metal door that he couldn't pick, and there was a very rapacious ghoul waiting for him on the other side. And after failing his save the second time, he got hit by the claws. It was dinner time for the ghoul.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
The game went really good.
This is a hard man behind the screen.
No, I'm not like.
I always tell you.
Not as bad as Tim Kask.
Yeah, you're the one.
Well,
who-
yeah.
You subscribe to the Tim Cass School of Adventure Running.
Right.
Tim
It's-
Cast Light.
That works.
Tim
I don't know. I don't pull punches. I don't set out to kill anybody. But if the dice have it out for you, then
That's the way it goes.
that's the way it goes. Speaking of Gage, there he went.
Yeah, he just stopped by here. He's on his way to he's on a break for something else.
So tell me about your Gangbusters game.
Oh, that was a lot of fun.
Right on.
When did you run that?
I ran it this morning. He got captured because we were playing in Tenkar's Roadhouse, and the mob tried to take it over.
Nice.
And the private eyes and the Blue Book Detective Agency were linking up with the FBI guys and a couple of prohibition agents because Raish, your wife, came by and said, somebody's threatening my husband. He won't do anything about it. I'm going to do something about it. And so then the feds got wind of it and says, okay, we've been trying to bust this gang for a long time. They're trying to move in this other gang. We want to stop a gang war. So we're gonna help them out. So I paired say a Fed with a PI.
Nice.
Because the guy said, well, the feds are there to back you up, but we can't go anywhere. That's a Fed. And so we need you guys to get in where we can.
Right.
And that worked out great. We had a chase in there. We had a big old firefight even before the joint opened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. One guy rammed a car. Raish did the final blow in that firefight.
As well as you should.
You had a shotgun. You shot a couple of people. Yeah. One of the guys that was left, she popped up from behind the bar with a baseball bat. Bam! And that's all she wrote.
That's awesome.
They only killed one guy. The other one's been put in the hospital. But,
Very a Saturday morning cartoon kind of ending.
well, more or less. But I kind of clicked to now how to run this here. It showed me how to run a chase, finally the way I want.
Right on.
And I came up with the D20 chart of leads because PIs are going to have leads.
Right.
The feds can give them leads, and it's like roll 2 D20. Okay, you can talk to them, and then I may have a column where some of them are linked to what was going on, but the rest I had. It was great.
Heck yeah.
It was great. It was more like forcing me to do better, to do a real good GM job. So what do you got coming up?
I have no idea what the system is supposed to be. The guy said it's like a mix of Easy D6 and BX, but it's a Hawk the Slayer.
Slay the Hawk.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's like a prequel to the.
Courtney, how are you?
Gage was playing Easy D6 last night.
No, you didn't.
I saw it on YouTube.
I still haven't read the
Came down
book.
here to get attention on me and
He
my
likes it
brand.
better than index card.
I've heard a few people say that.
I like index card better. So I ran a demo encounter with him when we first got it. I don't like it. No, not enough crunch.
This guy walking by here was in my game earlier, and he played the most hilarious illusionist I've ever encountered, I think, before in a game. I didn't catch your name. Likewise, Seth is a very good player.
Okay.
He was the comedic relief the entire time, and it was partially, actually, it was kind of his fault that Gage died. He didn't let anybody know what had happened. He was the only one that saw Gage pull the lever.
Again, walking by, going, yeah, he screwed me.
Oh, that was too funny.
Oh, goodness.
I agree.
I'm gonna pull it regardless because when I see a pretty lever,
I mean, it's there for a reason, so you might as well find out what the reason is, whether it's good or bad.
So you played D6 and you liked it?
yeah, it was alright.
Easy D6? Okay.
Yeah, it was alright. It wasn't bad.
Might have to
I
haul that
definitely
out.
run it for like a younger audience for sure, over like 5e3.
Good idea.
Fair
A
enough.
lot easier for someone to get into playing this.
Oh, yeah. If you can narrow it down for them, that's the best. Yeah. Have a good day.
Oh, we did a show. By the way, folks, if you don't know, we have other voices in the background.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so
With me, it's like I come here tired. I still gotta work.
all right, so
God, my haircut looks horrible.
Oh yeah, no, I also am unkempt.
So
They
All right.
like it though.
what do we
They
got?
like it natural.
we got Preston here from Pocket Jack Comics.
Hello.
We got Courtney.
Hack and Slash Publishing.
There we go.
The Negative Space trilogy. On Downtime of the Days. You guys got to check that stuff out.
Good.
We got Sinless coming soon.
So this is Courtney's first North Texas.
It is.
Preston's third.
He's been here before.
I think this is my fourth or fifth.
All right.
Yeah. He took
Fourth.
like a 5-year hiatus and he's
Oh,
coming back.
Yeah, well, I guess after Donner was born, it kind of kept us stuck at the house. It's hard to
Yeah.
travel with
It
a
was,
baby.
every year was like one thing or another.
I've
That
been
or the
slain
car.
by aliens.
Oh, really?
Yes. I've been killed. Both Ripley and Newt died.
oh wait, who ran the game?
Shields, James Shields.
About to say, it seems to have a
Yes,
good-
yes.
He loves
Him
the
and his
Star
dad
Wars.
Are just killing all
Oh,
those
the aliens.
Marines, the Space Marines, those aliens.
What system did he use? 'Cause with us, it was Star Wars D6 with aliens.
I think it's an actual scenario board game.
Oh wow,
And
okay.
He created and painted his whole board. It was pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah. I think
he
it's
does
the
it every
same,
year.
yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, very cool layout.
It is super cool.
Yeah.
Also super deadly. I guess we were playing on hard mode. I didn't know that was a thing. I would have preferred easy mode.
I mean,
but-
it's aliens.
yes,
Yeah.
that's kind of what I expected.
That's
We did
the
have
point.
Hicks escape. We had one escapee, so I guess
Okay.
tomorrow he's
And
going
I
to
can hear
save
game over
everybody
else.
man
else.
as he's running away.
Yeah. When it comes to horror role playing, the logical approach or the jaded approach is always like the same as Call of Cthulhu, or just nuke the site for more bit and leave. But that's never like the fun approach. Right?
No.
No.
I can't remember how many times in Call of Cthulhu I burned down a mansion.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. What? There's cultists in there.
Yeah.
Well, especially if you're playing as a one shot. When it's a campaign, it becomes different.
Yeah.
Hey, any of you guys have something passing for a screwdriver?
I do not.
I'm trying to break open my phone.
There we go.
I just talked to somebody.
How about a
Who knows
screwdriver?
There we go.
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, and he said what happens is American phone makes
Uh,
a little bit of glue.
This
on
is
it.
what happens during a live stream, filmed in public.
There we go.
You
Well,
cannot.
I saw it pop up on YouTube, and I was like, well,
How you
he's
doing?
right across the street interviewing people.
Of course, of course. And again,
This
we
thing-
tried doing this in
it's
one of
a
the back
Motorola
rooms, and it's perfectly
6 or
quiet,
7 years
Yeah.
and it's boring as
But you
fucking
don't get the
hell.
walkthroughs.
You don't get to walk. Listen, we already had Zeb
And I
Cook.
got it because I
Oh
was
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's like, hey, there's Zeb.
buying my kids.
It's like Zeb. You remember dancing behind me and Mike 2 years ago when we were doing a live stream?
Sounds like me.
I
just
admit
got
to
the
nothing.
cheap-
I recall
Just
nothing.
my phone. Let everybody
So,
else go.
Yeah.
and
Finally
folks, I
got
know
a
you guys are
Galaxy
chatting
because
there.
my phone's
I
so
can't
slow.
see it,
Well,
Yeah.
I have one kid with an iPhone.
but
Does that say
And the other
Zeb Cook
one
is
with a
into
Galaxy.
OSR? I mean, Didn't
He was
work
right. It was
primarily on
too,
first
but-
edition?
Exactly,
Well,
so-
I always associated his name with like
Get in
second
there.
edition. Like it
even
was like
so,
the
that's
player's
kind
handbook
of old
right there.
school. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Before powers and skills.
Right.
Behind you.
Yeah.
right.
Before
I would
2.5.
perhaps suggest.
Oh, God.
If you got in there,
I mean,
if you have,
the best I ever heard
you can take your
was at this con was the
Yeah.
admissions
That's
that
He's an IT guy.
most of those flat
Yeah,
books
you
for
said
2E
that's what's going
were
on.
never
It's
play
like,
tested.
you know,
Oh, well,
I can believe it.
I mean,
But
Yeah.
It feels
I'm just
obvious in
Yeah,
retrospect.
it does.
Spell Singer.
Elven spell dancer.
Yeah,
whatever,
spell-
the multiple attacks,
Yeah, yeah.
the immunity to
The worst
magic
thing
and all
about
that.
Yeah.
stuff is
A little over there.
Little bit, just a wee bit. Now, but Preston, you have a Kickstarter going.
Yeah, that actually was for the module I wrote with Courtney.
Yeah.
here.
Well, this is perfect.
It's
You're going on right now.
right now.
We should go back it right now.
Yeah.
Go to Kickstarter and you search for Preston Poulter. You'll find it.
Yeah.
Palace of the Golden
not a problem.
Princess.
That's it.
Yeah, and
Is this
it's
your first
fantastic. It's a good deal.
Yeah.
Thanks
It's
so
been
much.
great.
Yeah, this
Really?
is for
Oh, it's outstanding.
previously I did the 5e version,
Yeah.
but now I'm saying
Only
old school
because
essentials.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
here.
That's
I've been
fantastic.
here about 12 times.
OSC
Might be
is
bringing some new people,
literally
too. I always try
where
to
it's
do
at if you're playing old school.
I sell a ton of OSC rule books here.
Really?
Yeah, like I usually sell like 5 sets, like players.
Right.
Yeah, like for each con I do in Central
Well,
Texas. But yeah.
Pretty much every retailer I've spoken to over the last yesterday and today have been telling me that like yesterday's sales were like the best con day they've had, better than a good Saturday.
Yeah.
Yesterday was huge, but again, I was saying before, we have so many people here. It's the first time.
Right.
They're finding and it's James Raggi here for the first time.
Yeah.
His table.
Almost the only time I'm ever going to get to actually be in the same room with the guy, considering he lives in Finland.
Right.
And so it was amazing to get to spend some time with him.
You know, Joe Block. This is Joe's first time here at North
Yeah.
Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
he's got
just
a
talking
great
with him.
spread too, right?
Yeah.
All his stuff set up.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I mean, it's just. I am personally amazed that every year there's new people that show up. This year,
They capped the badges here at 500.
I must have met at least a dozen people. But like,
They want-
I watch the channel, I watch the live stream, I watch you guests, and everybody talks to how you North Texas. I've done the other cons, or I've done no cons. I figured time to go, and everybody enjoys it because it feels like home.
It was just so packed.
It is very
how
cool.
they're
It was
gonna deal
difficult
with
for me to
this.
I
travel.
thought it'd
But
be very
it's been very comfortable here, and everybody's been really
I thought it'd be
wonderful.
very
And I'm doing really well. It's great. What did you do today, Eric?
What did I do today? There was a 7 a.m. Podcaster,
Wow.
YouTuber breakfast.
Okay.
That's a little early in the
yeah.
day.
Very early in the day.
And being that Rach and I were doing a whiskey tasting yesterday and then hit the bar after the whiskey tasting, it wasn't an early morning, but we got down around 7:30, and we had our only game today at noon. That was MCC. Mutant Pro Plastics.
I never played that. Does it feel like Gamma World?
Get it warm.
It feels like Gamma World meets Dungeon Crawl Plastics. So we did a funnel,
Yeah. All right.
and the funnel was a lot of
There were a
fun.
lot of funnels going on today.
There's a lot of funnels that you're
How
gonna
many?
find.
Did you have anybody live through your funnel?
All right, so of my 4 characters, I lost one.
Well, that's good though.
Rach
It was
lost
worth a
one.
shot at least.
That's
Uh,
outstanding.
Marshall went through probably a sheet and a half.
That'll
Now,
generally
is
do
the
it.
object
Yeah.
that you get your first level character and then play with them in?
In a regular campaign of GCC or MCC,
Right.
you're going to one of your survivors.
Right. Yeah, it
It's
becomes
good.
a regular character.
Right.
But when you're at a con, like,
It's just a thrill of getting,
okay.
There are a lot of corpses here. I don't know, not real corpses,
Right.
but player characters frequently die in North Texas.
We had 6 players, and we probably had about 18 corpses.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we played that Aliens game before, and there were 9 of us to start, and 1 person made it out alive.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is a pretty normal ratio, I think, for
My
North
friend
Texas.
Jason.
I've been running.
He's in Long Island.
I've been running some games this time, which
I'm in his
I don't
online
normally
game.
do, but I'm trying to get in the spirit of role-playing cons.
Okay.
So I
Those
did
guys who-
Dragon
I hear
Hunt,
you all
which
the
was
time.
Douglas
You in the
Cole's
game?
for OSE,
Okay.
and
Douglas' stuff is good.
yeah, and the first I ran it both yesterday and today at 9 a.m. because I try and do it at a time where
Right.
not prime vending hours.
Yes.
And I was quite frankly amazed that the players showed up. I was like, all right, well, 9 a.m. here they are. And the first encounter, they're out on a fishing boat and a green dragon breathes on them and save or die, like everybody. But they all made it because otherwise I was like, I'm gonna feel bad for that guy who's 10 minutes into the game and sorry,
you're done.
Well, it happens, though. It happens.
Yeah.
Oh man! Now, did you have your vending table and your game table? Were they next to each other?
Today I did. Yesterday now.
Okay, because that helps.
Yes.
Because you can actually when you send everybody on a break,
Yeah.
the bathroom you can do sales at your table.
Exactly.
I've seen that happen in the past. I think Raggi had his games in front of his table, though. I think he had his girlfriend also running the table.
Yeah, a couple times.
But
It's very relaxed here. You
extremely,
could always go find somebody. at the
Yes.
table.
and it's not something to watch it. I mean, like Total Con, I used to do that for Jeff Flanagan all the
There
time.
is a ton of stuff here to buy. Your
You
table
know,
has
yeah.
a huge amount of
I
variety.
lost
You
2
got groups
gigs.
on there.
What
You
is
got
it,
OSC, you got
6?
all kinds of stuff. Your adventures, tons of art, tons of comics.
I mean,
and then the
the
back
youth,
room,
you know,
Mike's
youth
got a
can-
huge collection, right?
Yeah.
Mike. And then all these people there. Walk's got his whole thing. All the Gillespie has all the mega dungeons laid out. You can flip through them and look through them. I mean, I didn't come prepared to spend quite as much cash
Wait, what time was
as
the Mega
the
Dungeon?
offerings are enticing me to do.
Okay,
So-
But it's a beautiful thing, and
It is. It's
and like
really
you're saying,
amazing.
this con has a unique vibe to it. In the 10 years I've been coming, we've had one theft, and that was somebody's briefcase, and it wound up being stolen by a hotel guest. who saw it unattended. It wasn't a convention goer. It was just a regular hotel guest who saw
I
it.
have felt very little threat or risk.
Oh, yeah,
I
I can
expect
do that
that
for
stuff in travel.
Right.
Everybody here
One
is
of
so
these
honest.
days I'll get you.
Yeah.
They don't, everybody's
Last
living
time I
their
tried to
lives,
get
they're all
into
good
this Barrel
places.
game, I broke
It
my
doesn't
shoulder.
seem like a really environment.
No, I mean, honest to God, so like last year after the whiskey tasting, we hit the bar and I hit the bar with my backpack, with my computer, and my iPad in it. And needless to say, I will be honest, and I had too much to drink. Forgot that I had a backpack. Went to sleep. Woke up at like 7:30 in the morning in a panic, going, "I have a backpack. Where is it?" Came downstairs. Somebody found it, and they brought it to the front desk. Didn't even look in it. It's a heavy bag. It tells you it has electronics in it. It was waiting for me.
He was young enough.
So I mean,
It blew my mind. They put up that balloon D&D thing.
that was the hotel.
When you walk in, the hotel is set up like a D&D thing with balloons to welcome us.
I've never seen that.
I never felt more welcome as a gamer.
They put out treats every night so
Yeah,
far,
they do,
and
yeah.
that wacky punch,
Is he playing
which
any?
is different colors every day. It's the kind of punch that you got when you graduated like junior high school. Can't be alcoholic, but we're gonna make it carbonated to make you think.
Right.
But it's the thought that counts with that. The snacks were really nice. The hotel is really going above and beyond.
They are. They actually truly are.
Well, I mean, honestly, I don't think anybody drinks as much as this crew drinks in their bar.
Well, also, I've noticed we're very good guests. Nobody's throwing up anywhere. Nobody's
No.
trashing
No.
stuff. Everybody's polite.
Yeah.
I'm sure they love to have us come.
Someone's back on
all our money.
Of course.
Zeb
But,
Cook
you know,
posted a couple years ago,
again, the hotel staff is relaxed.
he takes- he
the
hands
staff
each
for the
people
con
a
is
small,
relaxed.
can of
The-
Play-Doh.
The
And then
attendees
you-
are
you
relaxed.
make it.
Definitely.
And
It's a very
we had
friendly-
we had stuff
And,
like-
and by the way, folks, on the other side of this camera, for those you cannot see,
You should spin it and show them
I'm
off.
gonna show off somebody who we were talking Mega Dungeons before, and you can get this person's. Wait, we're still spinning. You can get Greg Gillespie. By the way, I love your vest. I'm gonna make James Bond watch this live stream later on because James will appreciate that. He might have more patches,
On
but
his coat.
James is a bit bigger, so he has more space to fill. But I swear to God, you do fill it out very well, Greg. Look at that.
Thank you, sir.
So, and what projects do you have going on or coming up, I should say?
Well, I've got a rule book coming up. So it's a codification of my home game that I've been playing for a few decades, and it should. I'll just be able to publish to it moving forward. It'll have a compatibility rule set for people that want to make adventures or supplements or whatever, and it should be pretty awesome.
Uh-oh, somebody let Bad Mike in the house.
Exactly.
You're talking to the Canadian guy.
You can't pick on him. He likes your Dallas Cowboys.
I thought, what did I hug? I just hugged him. Come on.
Okay.
Did I hug you? No.
You're a Jets fan, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay. I do want. I want a Jets jersey, number 19, with Gordon on the back. Flash Gordon, 19.
Oh,
New
wow.
York Jets.
Oh, wow.
That's the only Jets jersey I want. Can you make it happen?
No.
What?
Here, so folks, honestly,
Any Jets fans out there, look him up.
I thought it was very special when about like 7 years ago, I got contacted, actually a phone call from the Jets home office.
Wow.
And I was like, this is great. And they were talking about, we'd like to have you at the game. I think, no, this is great. No. I was on a list for season tickets that I didn't even put myself on. They were just trying to shake me down. There was no, oh, you're a great fan. We got something for you. It's, oh, you're a great fan. Do you want tickets to your losing team? At the time, no. I can watch them from home or my local pub and get just as much excitement.
Fair.
All right, so why the Jets and not the Giants? I know you get this question.
Why the Jets? Not? Well, I'm a Yankees fan. I grew up in Queens. My father was a Mets fan because, well, the Dodgers left and betrayed him, and then the Mets, and then the Mets were the team, and I had to not follow my father's footsteps, so I had to be a Yankee fan.
Okay.
Now for the Jets, my father didn't give a shit about football. And the
game starts.
Jets just were a team that, I don't know, they felt like the underdogs. Regretfully,
They do, yes.
Regretfully, they're always the underdogs.
So you doing what? I'm doing the
Yeah.
Game was
Yeah.
a little rough at the start. Just a little bit. I snapped out of it.
Yeah.
Nothing really good.
I know, and I'm going to be 56 this summer, so I can
Gage-
feel that pain. But
Gage was in
you know what else is long in the
my
tooth?
game was
Far
slow.
West.
He said,
It's going to
"Well,
be
that's
over
got-
11 years.
You go over there and play with them. So he did, and he got a full table, and
Of like
And what age?
2008
he's now 19.
or something like that.
He's matured into a young man.
Yes, he has.
Good for him.
Sure. What is the
Still working
story
on his
behind
driver's
Far
license,
West?
but we'll take care of that.
Listen out.
All right.
We're gonna sit right under this thing.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I gotta go home and okay, is he
No.
doing any college or anything? Or?
No. I can.
He's
Far
working a
West
good job.
was
I think it was
kickstarted
getting
in
professional like that.
2011. Now, how do I know when it was kick? Pretty much.
He worked
And
actually
how do I
did
remember that? Because it kickstarted right around my wedding.
But
And yes, and I had to get my picture submitted because I paid
because he-
$150 to get the special portrait, and I forgot to submit my
now
picture.
he's
So
looking.
2 nights before our wedding night, I'm getting my picture, like a selfie done. I can mail it in.
Dropped out.
Exactly. Yes, that's the red hand of fate, whatever the fuck. Yes, it is. Oh my God, it sucks. So, there was a website, Muted Horn.
Still,
Just do a Far West release date Google search, and it's a website just.
very small amount.
All it does is list all the broken release dates that Gareth has ever had. And over a decade because it was supposed to be done
He's really
in
excited about
2011,
what he did.
December 2011.
He's in the electrician. He's got
It
his
funded in
apprentice car
September. It was supposed to be
And
done
He
in December.
Gage, he's about half on
Yeah.
the side. He's like 4. But they said that's an advantage because in your job you can get anywhere.
Far West kickstarted, and now it's further along.
Well, what is the genre of Far West? Or
Far
it's supposed to be.
Far West is
Weird West.
West.
Oh, okay, Weird West. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And it was going to be D20, but once the D20 manuscript was written
Yeah.
and ready, he decided, no, we're going to go open D6.
Oh.
Yeah, well, supposedly written and ready. Then there was the, oh, no, we're going to go open D6. And now he's been throwing his, I say him, Gareth has been throwing his business partner, Eric Troutman, formerly of West End Games or currently of West End Games, under the bus because he's the one doing layout. And now that's the holdup. So,
I don't know, man. I do a book a year, and layout only takes 3 months. Right? Like that's part. It's baked in.
All right, wait,
to my
wait.
release schedule.
But you do a book a year, and that book takes you a year. He has 11 years of layout to get done. So it's going to take at least 3 years.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a girlfriend. And,
I don't know, man.
But he said, no.
Oh, my God.
I'm never going to start.
Who else?
I said, yeah, games is what
There we
I
go.
do.
You got to point it at Mike.
Yeah.
Point it at me.
Exactly.
Mike's on it all the
I'm not
time.
nearly handsome enough to have the camera. They're gonna break your lens there.
Oh, I haven't even seen her yet. I haven't met her.
Yeah, she's running a game back there. I'm just sitting forward like a little mouse. She's very entertaining to him. The game seemed like everybody was having a blast. So, I always like to sit in and watch some people. I watched a couple of days ago. I watched Greg run a game. I just like to sit and listen to stories.
Yeah.
And, you always pick up tips, right?
Right.
Tips and pick up a couple of cool things with us. There's funny voices out there.
Sure.
My voices all sound the same. I have had some very funny voices over the years. Do that voice that you did for me. What's my hold on? This is meta knowledge. Why am I going to do a voice? I did 20 campaigns ago in this campaign. Because we love that voice. We don't care who it comes out. I just do the voice.
Right.
Right.
I mean, yeah, a lot of
You did.
entertaining skills of improv and impressions are certainly very
We
helpful.
have a big room full of people right now.
At some point, it becomes stand-up for
Sure.
Yeah.
yeah,
The
yeah,
audience expecting, the audience is used to that.
right.
So you brought the money
come
box.
up with
Is this
certain
we get a
characters that you
payoff?
use over and
Payoff
over.
for,
Yeah.
for this show? Yeah. We get kickbacks. Bro.
I make oodles of. Come on, I make oodles of quarters on my videos, man. Oodles of quarters.
How do you think we get to go to the con?
I've
Not
never
from
been so
this.
happy to be robbed in my life.
I'm actually back the other day. I don't want to call it anymore. I'm back this week. Nobody here needs anymore.
I have
Well,
a
Glen gave me some movies today. I guess I did that. I need to reciprocate. Although, if you need more movies, you don't need more movies.
No, it goes this way, me to you. You know,
You need to.
most of the stuff I gave you are replaced by Blu-rays. So, and I got 4K now. So, you all once a year you will benefit from me.
If the audience thumbs up, Greg and I will talk movies again for 2 hours tonight.
No.
Like I said, we close.
Then I can do that.
I know you can. I know you can. No movie. We can have a movie night in 2 weeks. If you guys want to do
I can
movie
tell you
night.
all the movies that he gave me, and we'll do a small review of each one.
Are they well-known movies or obscure movies?
Some of them are. There's some of them called
Classics, and I gave him a copy of Gladiator. It's been hanging around my house for 5 years. I didn't.
See, I already have a copy of Gladiator, but now I have.
So talk to him. You can get a copy of Gladiator.
You've seen it? Yeah, of course. Are you not entertained? That's good.
It started last year, the year before, when I gave you those Randolph Scott movies.
That was actually pretty cool because I have not seen a lot of Randolph Scott movies, but those are good songs.
It's not
See, the movie night
exactly.
started even though you didn't want it to.
There you
Sorry,
I'm
Eric,
like-
it's over.
I'm like, how the hell is Greg commenting? But then I realized he's got his cell phone in his hand.
There you go.
Oh, we can do that? Oh, awesome.
That's how I found out about this interview. I was sitting in my hotel room, and then YouTube came
All right.
up, and it's like, there's a broadcast.
So now Mike and I and Glenn are going to tell you a secret. None of us do interviews. We never have done. Have we ever interviewed anybody?
We don't do it.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
We
Because
just bring
interviews are boring. And Eric and I said the first time we were doing Talking Grid, we were not going to do interviews because they're boring. They're always boring. They ask the same questions of people. They ask the same answers every time. When I see somebody I like, and I turn on their interviews, it's just dull and boring. It's the same questions, same stuff. Rarely we get an interview that throws out new stuff. Like, oh, that's great. And so we said, we're not going to do that. We're just going to talk. They can join in the conversation, but it's going to be, just
When we did interviews on Discourse, and it's the same way. It's like, look, just shout one of us down if you want to talk. Because you got 3 or 4 people here who like to talk.
They wouldn't be doing these channels. Like again, when Mike and I had Kelsey on, she had a great time. We all had a great time. It lasted almost 3 hours. I mean,
Well, that's pretty regular, though. I think
no,
mine have been
two.
Two
Usually,
Preston was on there for
two.
Eric's bladder gives out after 2 hours.
Yeah, it's like usually it's like I got it.
The high side, like,
Like, the water was up to here. I'm drowning. But with Kelsey, honestly, Mike, you had to run off to the airport or something like that to pick up your wife, I think.
Yeah, I had that.
Kelsey and I were on. We were on for another 40 minutes, and her point was she's had a good time because it was relaxing. It didn't feel like an interview. It felt like hanging out with friends, and that's what we like to do. Now, if our audience appreciates that, that's awesome. If the audience doesn't appreciate that, I'm sorry, but we want our guests to be comfortable.
The main comment was, Mike's not letting Kelsey talk enough. Like, she's talking a lot. But that's what we do. We don't do interviews. We just jump in.
This is why you're the face of North Texas. You're the face guy.
Yeah, but I understand people wanted to see her. See, I'm still paying pennies for this. For not letting, for talking over Kelsey. And that's what, but she had a great time. She didn't like she
I've done interviews on here before.
That's a fantastic way to spend unpreparedness. It's not an interview. It's just
Well, listen,
I'm kidding.
Mike and I prepare throughout the week by sending PMs back and forth and discuss stuff. But the show prep, when they 15 minutes before the show, it's just to get our guests comfortable. Mm-hmm. We're not looking at these are the questions we're going to ask. It's all right. This is our time to get to know you. Even if we already know you, we haven't had a chance to
The
talk.
only thing
They're
I
trying to lower their defenses to get them to say something inappropriate. Is really what the point
there
is.
you go.
No, not
You
really.
ply them in that first few minutes.
We've
It's like,
interviewed
oh, you work them up like Jerry
Here's-
Springer.
Here's a little liquor. Drink this down.
We've interviewed Marquette, Glen Seal.
Yeah, but were they really interviews or were they just hanging out with a friend?
You're right. The only thing I worry about is I got to remember, what are you doing now? Because, it'll go 2 hours. Bye. You didn't talk about any project.
Oh, yeah. You gotta get
We've had that happen.
We try to get to there early now.
Yeah. Yeah.
The first thing we say is, hey, talk about your current project. And then later on,
What are you selling now? What are you going to be doing in the
Yeah.
future?
And then we're
Right.
like, how to watch this script this week. What do you think? So, that's, But yeah, you always start out, we learn, we're learning. All of us are. So, you start out with what's your project, talk about
I think the first one we did was Glen Seal. And I was always nervous because, it's 2 a.m. over in Britain. It's he's such a nice guy.
Glen is he's a home run.
And, the guys over there, it's always like, I'm
gonna.
I
still
have
up?
a bunch of
Still
stuff.
up?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's like his personal experiences growing up in the area sort of extrapolated to like
Into
fantasy. Oh, it's brilliant. It's
his
absolutely
Midderland stuff, I think, is chef's kiss. You know, they got the whole line.
Should be more famous.
It
It
is.
should.
Crows of Covent
Wait, what's the name of the project?
He does mythical London, Lundben.
Okay.
And so it's like his impression growing up in Europe, like the different communities and cultures.
With some
Right.
strange fantasy,
Right.
fantasy.
Yeah,
custom.
Okay.
transplanted into a fantasy world. It's really brilliant because it's so sensitive. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Very
man.
British, cozy, sort of.
I read it through it and I go, this is very Monty Python.
Yeah,
And I love
Yep.
it's sharp. It's really smart. And he's a great cartographer.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He did the map, the big map for Hyperborea and other stuff. Oh man, he is such a good cartographer.
Lynn's just done a 34 by 34 inch map for me. It's amazing.
Really?
Terrific.
Yeah. The guy-
Great guy, friendly, professional, and talented.
Yeah, and humble.
Yes, very. I mean,
Very
seriously
humble.
humble. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. We're not blowing smoke up his ass. Glen Seal is really like that.
Yes.
He really is like an excellent person. Yeah.
Now, Mark Hunt, that's another story. No,
Can
no,
I
he,
show something that's going to go on the auction tomorrow?
Mark couldn't come here, but
All right, hold on a second. Hold on.
okay.
Let me.
I had talked with the wonderful Darlene, First Lady game today, and
You might want to put it in front of the.
she's going to put some stuff up for auction. This is Fantasy Cleared by Darlene. This was her convention shingle that she was in the 80s when she worked conventions.
Oh wow.
She signed the back of it. So one of the many items on her for auction. This is going to help Darlene save her house. So I just tomorrow night. I'm just.
Oh, that's tomorrow
it's just
afternoon or
giving me shivers. It's
Is
just
that
so
the midnight
cool.
auction or is that
No,
the?
this is the regular auction.
Okay, so
So she do really well.
4 o'clock.
Yeah, 4 o'clock. But, we have a couple items from Darlene. She's trying to save her house. We donated some items to her. She just had a Kickstarter, what is it called? Patreon.
Not Patreon. GoFundMe.
So she saved her roof. She on windows. Next thing she has to fix her house is the roof. And we're like, yep, we'll help you out however possible. So she went through her collection, found some cool items. Jim, Pitch, and I went through them today. There was some amazing stuff. So she was a member of the Star Trek fan club at age 13.
Oh wow.
She sent a letter to Gene Roddenberry asking him if she could be a writer for the show. He sent her a letter back. So that letter's will not be the auction. It'll probably be later on this summer. We're going to have another auction. So she has a letter from Gene Roddenberry. And it's actually very nice. It's something like, well, our writers go through rigorous blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So, write us back later when you're a little older, basically. And so, but she has signed pictures of William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy in there, and a whole bunch of fan clubby stuff. So that's kind of neat. But yeah, so I just can't get over. I'm gonna have to bid on this because now I'm looking at it.
Another thing about North Texas, they got kick-ass auctions.
We do. The auctions were, somebody told me, I won't name who they are because I don't want them to get cross-examined, but they said our auction is the equal of the auction of Grand Condor in terms of the kind of unique items.
Right.
And I think that's actually very true.
Yeah, no, there's a ton of crazy.
We don't have as much as those because those auctions are 2, and I guess in Gary Con's case, 3 hours long, and they're long auctions.
Right.
But in terms of uniqueness, we do have some really, really interesting items. Yeah, that'll be tomorrow. The award ceremony through Cast Award. Greg's up for that.
Well, Doc says hi. Says hi, Greg.
We'll have we'll award the Chariot Trophy, Chariot and Gladiator trophies. It'll be fun. This is the kind of adventure when I start wearing down, when I get all pumped up. So it's going to be an auction. That's going to be midnight auction. And I've got to be on for the midnight auction. I've got to be
You must be appeased.
Now, 2 years ago, I got deathly ill Friday night.
Caffeine?
I'm hoping that doesn't happen this year.
Caffeine.
Oh, wow.
I'm already dosing myself.
Yeah.
I don't need more.
Here I am saying I'm whining.
Oh,
now.
just take that yourself.
Pop me a can.
Caffeine pill.
Yeah, it's like half a coffee per minute.
Man, even gamers need help. Sometimes.
What kind of drugs are you passing out?
Caffeine. Caffeine.
These are still legal in Canada.
Oh, they are. Well, I'm taking 2 then.
Hey, the first one's free.
Yeah, this is not sponsored, but I get this on Amazon. I'm not a coffee drinker, but this gets me through the day.
This is how we do a show. We throw stuff up here. Hopefully somebody will sponsor us.
Yeah, vitamin, come. Yeah, it keeps us going.
I've been trying to get Crown Royal to sponsor me.
I've been drinking booze all
I mean,
years. I haven't got
all gamers use their bags, so
There you go.
They do.
it's fixed. Fixed, yeah. Like I said, it's the
I don't know,
official.
Glenn. Wait, we're reading the super chat. Okay.
It's the official bag of dice bag of the OSR.
There is an official dice bag.
Kubla Khan
Shoot.
had a.
Yeah. What he said.
What region is that in?
I'm not
I
sure,
think
but
it's New Mexico.
they had they had a $10.
Okay.
They had a 10-hour auction.
Wow.
Well, you know, the Gen Con auction, if you remember Gen Con, they have it all day long every day. So it starts at 8 in the morning, goes to like midnight. But it's different stuff. They just keep rolling that stuff.
Right.
There. But the best stuff, like they have, I think Friday night, Saturday off, they have pretty good stuff. But no, for a smaller auction, the size of Jerry Con or J-Roll or us, I think our stuff definitely matches that. We've got some really neat ones. And the great thing is most of it's donated, so that's just amazing. Because
Cuba
the money
Cons in
that
San
we do,
Francisco, that's what Mr. Wood
most of the
is.
money comes from the raffle and the auction. I mean, obviously we get money from the tickets and stuff, but we don't overcharge the tickets, and we only pay it off in time. So we have to make do with the money we get for
So if you want to get a badge next year, you better get in there early.
Cuba Cons in San Francisco, damn, I was way off.
What time of year?
It is a big it's a big auction.
Yeah, when do they run Cuba Cons?
Woodard, Wild Die, win. Ven is Kubla Khan. Inquiring minds want to know.
I'm not going to San Francisco.
Yeah, that's
I'd love to, but I don't
probably a
think.
good idea. Preston, stay away from there. I just had a friend that got back there from business and the stories are all true.
Yeah.
They get here.
It's-
So they say, yeah, driving from the airport to the hotel, we passed three different alleys, 3 different homeless people,
Yeah.
and where the people, crowd people,
Right.
using drugs.
Yeah.
And I said, how do you know they're using drugs? You can see it, you know.
Yeah.
Where they're bent over in the street.
Oh, the zombie drug?
Yeah.
They're doing the Weeble Wobble.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
So, could you see that? Oh, yeah. Because they weren't trying to hide. They were just in the alleys.
I lived in San Jose for 12 years. You think I would have been used to it?
yeah.
They don't,
More or less, yeah.
Yeah. It's a small crime.
Yeah, let's go catch the murderers.
Exactly.
Nah, let's let them all shoplift. Come on.
Hey, you know, North Texas is a safe spot.
It
So it is.
is.
It's Texas.
It's Texas.
It's Texas.
Shoot up in 5 inches.
There you go.
No, it's again for us. Caffeine
Yeah,
is
3
what
other
we
guys
do.
open carrying in
That's
Texas.
the drug record for the Discourse show.
Woo! That's
Yeah, I'm getting a little.
that is minty.
So Mike, you might be giving us a little feedback on your on your volume. I'm like,
Memorial Day weekend is Cuba Con.
oh, okay.
So they just had it a couple of weeks ago. Or a week ago.
I'm doing my best to keep this rotating. But no matter how I rotate it, we never get Mike.
So I've signed up for LongCon. It's going to be my 3rd year at LongCon this year.
Oh shit. Okay.
You can't race long. So I'll be going back this year too, Preston.
Okay.
I raced last year, but I'll be back this year. Love the long con.
And they've expanded to now starting on Thursday and going through Sunday.
Oh, they're trying to copy us every time.
Yeah.
Well, they have a nice booth over there.
Well, yeah. Why do you think the I don't know, what do you want to call these cons? Are they OSR cons? What are they?
No, but it's great. I mean, I love these small. I love small.
I would just-
commercial cons.
Dennis is there.
No, that was yeah, Dennis is scared.
Yeah.
Next year, you're going to Ron Meister's con, right?
Yeah, it's called the Philadelphia Area Gaming
That's
Expo.
kind of a small con.
Where is it?
Yeah, it's Philadelphia. I
Oh,
don't know where
okay.
specifically.
All right.
I think it starts on January 4th. It's early in the new year.
Okay.
And so we're going to be running a barrel maze live game. So there's going to be multiple tables of to my table, and so it's going to be like
So it's like a tournament, or
yeah,
okay,
it's all happening in real time,
right?
and it's going to be like a most extreme elimination challenge. So it's going to be unique, and it should be really fun and exciting.
Iron DM.
Wow.
Yeah, you're gonna have to Iron DM that thing.
There's a lot of small cons are popping up because people want to get back involved in the game because nowadays, I'm sorry, and good everybody talk about this. Gen Cons are entertainment. It's no longer a game.
Right.
Right.
It's the same as so many people do.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
That's why I don't go to Gary Con.
It is entertainment.
Yeah,
Gary Con's turning into Gen Con Junior. That's
it
what
is.
And it's like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, that's what Dragon Con does. That's what San Diego Comic Con does. Like, San Diego Comic Con is not a Comic Con.
Right.
It's an entertainment.
Yes.
Same thing, Dragon Con. Well, Dragon Con was always an entertainment con. It's still an entertainment con. But now people want like the gaming stuff and have these smaller cons. And they just don't have that with bigger cons.
Yeah, if you want genuine old school gaming, this is the convention to go to.
exactly.
Yep.
This is ground zero for old school gaming.
Used to be some others, but now it's this.
Well, I'm going to pick my friends Luke and Alex. Luke, they're still doing some pretty good ones. You get a lot of same guests. I was laughing. Luke stole our guest. He has the exact same guest, basically, except we're more Texas-centric. Alex has an old school track that Jay worked on. It's not huge, but he does have the Alan Hammocks and the Zeb Cook songs.
Well,
There are other cons that do old school stuff. I would say we're probably at the fourth.
wasn't Luke supposed
There's
to
no
come?
question. It's not even a debate.
Well, I'm going to trust you guys.
It's just a fact. Take your pat in the back and like it.
What? I thought Luke was supposed to be here this year.
Luke.
Go ahead.
Luke, okay, so you're Luke Gygax. You can come to North Texas by yourself. And you can get a full paid trip to London to the UK Gaming Expo with your entire family.
Oh wow.
So we forgave this year. He said he would be here next year. So hopefully we'll get it.
Actually, he publicly said that on Facebook he'd be here next.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't. What can you say? I mean, I told Gary that if UK Game Expo took me and my family, I'd probably leave here. I wouldn't come here. So, no, I'm just kidding. But no, yeah. So, that was a much better opportunity for us. We all,
I know Joe Magdalena bowed out too, but all I could think of was, yeah, he'll be here. Look at the writer's strike.
Well, you actually did have filming, I think, for the next 2 weeks for something.
Well, so he's
So
keeping
maybe
busy.
something before the writer's strike.
Awesome.
Right.
He's got something going on.
Awesome.
We didn't schedule for anything. We're like, everything show up. If not, so
No big, yeah.
We're actually really lucky this year. We had no major special guests, and that's been really unusual with the COVID, pre-COVID, post-COVID.
Yeah.
So we had a full house this year.
That's good.
And we actually had very few gamer campers this year. It's good. Off the check with Gary. I think it was one of our least years.
Now, I mentioned this earlier, but you've probably seen this too. First timers. It's huge. This
Which is
Yeah.
I helped.
People come up and say, "This is my first con. I'm having the best time. We're having a blast."
Yeah.
And what's really cool is when people say, I'm just coming because you had Kelsey, and I want to play Shadow. Or I'm coming because Greg Gillespie's here, and he doesn't go to the other conventions, and he's part of North America. So that's what's cool. We get people in because they want to see certain guests.
Yes.
So you pick the right guest. That's great. That's how
Matt Evans, it's like 5+ years since he's been here. And every year it's like, oh, the kid, oh, the car, oh, the whatever.
Is he here?
Yeah.
I've seen him.
And
Yeah, he was sitting down here before.
Yeah. And, the minute I said James Raggi's going to be, oh, I'm going. I'm here. I want to talk to Raggi.
Now, okay. What's cool is you get people, like, not just people that come, but the special guests for the first time, like James Raggi, obviously, and Kelsey, and they come, and you can tell a lot of times they don't really know what to expect. And it's cool to see them having a good time.
Yeah.
James has run 2 games in front of my booth. He's had a blast. And I just went and watched Kelsey's game for an hour. She's having a blast.
I still think that this is the thing that's unique about this con is the fact that the creators get to play and run.
Right.
It's not like Gen Con or Gary Con where you have to stand in line to get an autograph or even talk to them. These guys, it's like, Jeff Delaney's running Hyperborea over there. You want to get in? Or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, I've never seen that at a con before.
It's just that's part of the whole vibe we always wanted to have. We didn't want to have a big, I don't know how you call it.
Oh, it's a super great vibe.
Yeah, we didn't want to have like, okay, here's the VIPs up here, the VIGs, and the special things. And you're not, by the way, you're not going to see this guy because he's only running games for VIPs. There's cons that do that. You know?
Yeah.
You know,
We never wanted that.
the con I'm going to in Indianapolis, and then I'm doing one in LA, is Days of the Dead, which is a horror con. And I've really gotten into horror cons. I found like the audience is more receptive than at like the pop culture cons, like the ones you're talking about, like San Diego Comic-Con and stuff. Because the pop culture cons, the audience is so enamored with the big screen stuff, and they're there for Batman and Spider-Man and the big media projects, that they don't really patronize small creators much at all. But also at the horror cons, I've noticed like the celebrities are treated differently. At the big pop culture cons, they've kind of inherited the Hollywood culture of these people are special and they're separate. But at the horror cons, like, they've got the table right next to you. Yeah.
I went to a couple of, I had not really a girlfriend, my friend of mine was a girl.
Right.
She was really into horror in the 90s. I went to a couple of horror cons, and they were like the most fun because it was right.
Yeah.
Jason Hobbs, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody. I have no idea who you're talking about.
Having a good time?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Of course. I'm having a blast. I've got at least one new person who's never been here. He's having a blast. God, I don't ever get a bad word about this. I'll talk to everybody.
So Kelsey's associated with Shadow Dark. Did I pick that up?
Her bronze.
Oh, okay. Well, I should. I was thinking of writing for that. I should go talk to her.
She's got a.
Okay.
It's pretty generous.
I would think I would be my GM tomorrow. Yeah.
You played a Grow Dogs game?
Yeah, this Hyperborea game, and I'm trying to talk my grandson. I'm trying to talk my grandson to show up too. You know, I mean, my God, he lost 2 games. He's only got 6 more. My God, I don't have anything to do with that. Time.
People talking over there?
Yeah, people are checking.
What's going on over there?
Hop's going to check his ratings now.
Hey,
What's your ratings here? Because I don't want to appear on the show unless there's 40,000 subscribers.
So what have you been up to lately?
At the con or just in general?
In general.
Well,
I narrowed down to the con.
okay. Right now, I'm mostly working on low fantasy gaming stuff because I don't feel like it has a big enough representation.
It's a good system.
And I really
I
like
played in the campaign a couple of years ago with that. With very good.
There's a system called Low Fantasy.
Yep.
Huh. I've never heard of that.
Courtney's played in my
I have.
Okay.
It was fun. It was good. There was a lot of. You're very what is it? Erudite and florid with your descriptions. It was quite a pleasure
Some
to
people
hear
say
how
lurid.
disgusting, lurid, how everything was. It was a great game. It was a good time.
Thank you. So, yeah, I'm writing a adventure for that, and I got some guys I first played online with, so like 15 years ago, like Brasco.
Oh my God, great.
Brian
Okay.
Tackle.
Wow.
Greg Christopher was in that group.
Right.
That's who you played
Yep.
Low Fantasy Gaming with, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, so Brasco is doing the cover, and Brian Tackle is doing all the layout. And a new guy, James Richards, is doing the art. And I'll show it to some of you guys because more people should be hiring James Richards to do art. Very nice black old school look and cartography. So,
Well,
great name for it. Yeah.
So how about the con? What you doing?
This year we got together and sponsored a room. Eric Hoffman used to do Stormlord Publishing. Now he has his own publishing thing called Castellan Publishing. Paul Wolf from Mystic Bull.
Okay.
And Thaddeus Moore, who does Wizard Funk. He helps out Greg quite a bit as well with some stuff. We sponsored a room, and so we had 2 tables in there, and we've just been running games pretty much off the books, the whole console.
Nice.
It's a nice, it's a nice place for everyone to come hang out. They always know where we're going to be if you're looking for it.
Right.
So if that's, I at Game Hole, I always had a booth for the podcast.
Yep.
People would all know to come there and hang out. And that room is awesome because we can have 25, 30 people sitting there. It actually says 100 people is what it's the fire code. But I think they would all have to be in a 2x2 square.
It's not 100. There's
It's
like 18 in there max.
It says 100 on the wall. I'm like, oh, this is a little bad. But no, we're having a blast in there. Tonight, I'm pretty excited. I told Levi I wanted him to run Planescape for me because I've never played Planescape.
Right.
So Levi's going to. Excited. I'm actually going to play with Jacob and Donnie tomorrow in the morning at a pickup game from, I think it's from the newer, what they call it, Island, Swordfish Islands.
Yeah.
A newer adventure from Swordfish Islands tomorrow.
That's such a good thing.
So excited, man.
Nice.
It's good.
It's all Mike's fault.
It's always Mike's fault. Gotta keep the sugar
I was excited to see some of the vendor stuff because like there was stuff in there I didn't even know that was going on. So
We have a really good vendor selection. I always spend a couple $100 just walking around. I was need that. Well, not need that, but I'm going to buy that.
Well, Frog God doesn't have a booth here, which means my wallet's got a little vacation.
And they had it for like a couple of years, and people jacked up about that. They have to keep that in the booth.
Yeah, but then my wallet dies. Especially with Bill Webb's around. Oh my God.
Yeah, Bill didn't come this year. His son's graduating.
Okay, but it's like
He'll be back next year.
I see him, I run the other way because I'm looking at a book. All of a sudden, he's bundling 2 more books with
He's a
this.
salesman.
Yeah, he gets me to buy something every time, even if I can't afford it. You know, oh, you want this book? I'll throw these 2 in for $150. Okay, great books, but then again, when first time Gage came here, I told him this is my grandson, first con he's ever been in.
Yep.
He goes, oh, well, he's going to need a copy of Swords of Wizardry, and here's for 2 other books. There's some quests, and here's a deck of his cards. Boom. That must have been like $300 worth of book. He just gave it to him.
Yeah. Bill's like that.
Oh my God!
Probably why Zach won't let him have a table.
But that's the whole vibe of this of a con like this.
I mean, I feel that same way. Like, if somebody doesn't have money, I'll give them what I pay.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, but if you're working a job, please pay me for my work.
Right.
Well,
But
yeah, I
if you're just a
understand.
kid and you're gaming or whatever,
I mean, my experience with Frog God is that if you are a teacher and or you're working with youth and you talk about how you want to, what do you have that would work? Bill will just give you a stack of stuff. I mean, not just the Swords of Wizardry Light, that's what it was meant for. Core books, streams, adventures. And it's like, and if you need more, reach out to us because it's really something that drives Bill and Frog God to a large
One
extent.
of my jobs I still have it for, because I don't do very much there anymore, is I handle all school, library, kid outreach. And so whenever we get an email from a teacher and they're like, hey, I'm thinking about starting a RPG club or whatever, which we just got one about 2 weeks ago, we just load them up with stuff. We give them I usually ask them, are they playing old school or 5e? Usually it's 5e. Sometimes like the kids don't care, whatever. But we load them up with links and we get them, we also
No
give
problem.
them,
See you around.
North
Okay?
Texas.
Later, Hobbs.
We give them backpacks and dice bags.
Wow.
And it's great. The best story we ever had was, this is pre-COVID. A lady wrote us. She was at an inner city school in St. Louis, and she said, "I'm going to start an RPG club. These are kids who are in high-risk environments. They can't go home after school because their parents aren't there, and bad things will happen to them. It's not a good neighborhood. We want to keep them at school till 6 o'clock, and so we're going to start an RPG club." because of the cost. She kept up with us, and about 4 months later, had pictures of the kids I mean, this
Aw.
entire room of kids, like, you know, every color of the rainbow kids. I mean, all
Yeah.
playing these games, and they were having a blast. And she said, so I'm running a game, and the teacher's running a game. We told the kids, look, if you want to have more games, you have to learn how to DM. Boom, 6 kids went to DM.
Really?
So it was amazing. I mean, just such a different
You're choking me up here, man.
My daughter,
I mean, I'm serious.
They hand drew a big sign that says "Thank you for all our games,"
Aw.
and they showed them. They were all holding it up. I mean, it literally changed these kids' lives because they did not have to go home through drug-infested streets to a empty house. They were able to stay, play games for
And be safe.
a few more hours, and be safe.
D&D clubs too are now super popular, right? Like my daughter applied for the D&D club, and she was like second alternate because there's already like 12 kids that are involved, and we do multiple age things. And this is just like normal school activity.
Wow.
Like it's just, they're, huh?
No, go ahead.
She's 10, you know? So like that's the age group that they have the D&D
When Gage was a
club
junior
for.
in high school, they had a D&D club they started, and I've always said, why don't you DM some more? Oh, I don't like DMing. I just want to play. I just want to play. And I asked him later, I says, okay, who's the GMs in your group? He says, oh, me and another girl. I thought you didn't like GM. Yeah, but who else is going to do it?
Exactly.
Just her and me.
Yeah, welcome to the career.
Yeah, exactly.
So most of the GMs started out like that, right?
Yeah.
I ain't doing them. I'm gonna do it.
You know, every weekend we pick him up for the weekend. He'd come over to our house and he's like, okay, how many did you kill this time? Oh, I don't kill them. They do it themselves.
Yeah.
He's got the great attitude.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. Like this guy pulled a lever and he dropped into a pit and died. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
This guy provoked a bugbear. He died. You know, it's like, well, you got to learn them. You know, you got to learn them.
When I was a kid, I started playing. I was the only one that had a job because, you know, thank God for 70s no child labor laws. My dad had me working in his warehouse at age 14, you know, 100-degree warehouse. But in the 1970s, I was making $5 an hour, which
is nice.
Big money.
Yeah.
Back then, you know?
Yeah.
And so I would work 3 8-hour days. So, you know, $120 a week for a 15-year-old kid.
That's a lot.
my
That's
God.
a fortune.
So-
That's a,
so what I do-
yeah.
What's on adjusted dollars?
Yeah.
I would go and buy all the D&D stuff on the shelf because I could afford it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, flipping cash because I'm like, I have money.
Yeah.
So of course, then I was DM because I had all the stuff. My friends said, "Well, you're the DM. You've got everything." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right." I bought everything. So I ended up being the internal DM for the
Right.
because I would go buy. I was willing to go buy, you know, B3 when it came out, or whatever came out. I'd go out and buy it at the store because I had money. That was you too.
Yeah, that's me too.
So I got sucked into being the DM for
There was so much less stuff back then. Like
That's
I
true.
remember
You
you
could
could almost
buy
own
everything.
everything.
Yeah, you could.
Yes.
Because there was
I-
anytime something new showed up, you get excited.
Right.
Yeah.
I say I'd rather have the less stuff because it was concentrated good. They were all really good.
There was a level.
I think there's some rose colored glasses.
Yeah, I know. No, but I'm not. Well, all right. I'm using a generalization.
But I mean, the
But
worst,
you know,
the worst DD book that came out at the time. There's worse stuff now. I mean, much worse stuff.
Yes.
I mean, you know, I don't
There's a
know.
lot of people with a very low bar of entry that produce.
that's
I'm going
true.
to call it.
That's
content.
true. I mean, I can mention 2 words that you probably agree. Judge's Guild.
Inconsistent.
They didn't have judges build stuff here. All they had was like roll aids,
Oh, those are great.
right?
Yeah.
Some of them were okay. A lot
Some
of
of
them
them
were
were-
very bad.
Yeah.
Some of them come up with weird ass ideas I never thought of, but hey, that's pretty good. I'm going to use that. You know, you have the roll aids and the TSR stuff, right?
Yeah, that's what we got. And Steve Jackson. We got a
And the
bunch of
Steve-
Jackson.
okay, Steve
Killer, which nobody ever talks about.
No.
Nobody
has
ever
a
lets
copy
run.
of
You
it.
can't play it now because they died. He's shot to death.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah, we had a killer campaign.
Yeah, it was so much
Our
fun.
college, it was great.
Yeah, but yeah, it's, you know, yeah, I understand it's not consistent, but there was more good stuff to me back then than it is now. Everything's like, it's all spread out. They got tons of stuff, but you really got to be able to pick and choose and figure out. I mean, some of these $50 module books out of WotC have been crap.
Well, I don't buy their stuff anymore.
Well,
They're not
that's-
writing for me. I
Yeah,
mean,
well, yeah.
why would I buy their products?
And now they're going
Obviously,
to
for
Well, all
somebody
right.
else.
Hold on. What do you mean?
With the WotC product?
Yeah.
Okay, so they released these book adventures,
Yeah.
and each chapter is supposed to be like a thing you run for somebody who needs doesn't assume any player agency for the players.
Okay.
So you come in, everybody's right here. Let's go through this path and do what we're supposed to. In general,
Yeah.
this was the thing with Court of the Dragon Queen, and it was the thing with the Underground Abyss one, and there's some branching stuff there, but mostly it's for people who work a full-time job that want to sit down and game on Sunday without doing a ton of crowd.
Right.
And I ran Court of the Dragon Queen through level 20 or whatever. Like I did that. But like I had to change a lot and add a lot because it was assuming, you didn't have anybody who was there. So they weren't talking over email during the week or you weren't doing a lot of prep. You just sort of followed along whatever the thing was. And then there was some weird reason you'd go to the next area. And instead of complaining about it, everybody would just be like, let's get on the adventure. And that's not the way I run games. I run games in like a dynamic sort of environmental space that has a bunch of stuff going on. The players are going on. We don't know what's going to happen.
right.
But in the book, you know exactly what's going to happen. It tells you.
Yeah.
Well, it's a railroad.
And
That is why they're not making the product.
and the new players
Yeah,
are
it shows a lack of inner resources and creativity to my mind, and it's
Well, and you look at Fandelver. Fandelver is absolutely targeted towards me. It's sort of an open sandbox
it's pretty
campaign
good.
with some mysteries and whatever else. But then everything else in the tomes is just, hiring people to play. And then in my humble opinion, oh my goodness, don't crucify me.
You don't have humble opinion. But okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, and the new players are now conditioned to do that. Stay on the railroad type thing.
Yeah.
That's what bothers me. I mean, okay, and also bothers me is like, all right, the cost. These $50 module books back in the day when you had like Judges Guild or WotC and stuff, they encouraged you to like make it your own and write it and stuff like that because their thought was, okay, fine. Somebody else wants to run it, they'll go buy another copy.
Yeah. Also, the $50 thing is terrible quality compared to what you're going to get from like Raggi.
Right.
Right? His
Oh,
book's $15, $25. Higher quality bindings, sewn, special fabrics, good papers. And, you're paying $50 for WotC for a book that, 50
Well,
3 years is
and
coming
I have
apart.
a problem with
60 coming this summer for the new releases.
Yeah. And I have a problem with that because I don't care what the quality of the book is. If I pay $50 in it, I'm not writing in it.
Yeah.
I'm not making it my own. So it's just, I don't know. It just seems like you're shooting yourselves in the foot sometimes. A lot of times.
No, not what.
Purposefully. There we go.
Willfully.
Well, I think that's a stage. Like players start and they're so excited because everything's so new, and then they get tired because all the stories are going to lead to the same end.
Excuse me.
No,
Oh, go ahead. No,
go
no.
ahead and talk to Mr. Block here.
He just told me to sit down, so I'm sitting down.
He got captured.
Mike, why isn't this a seminar? I just thought of that. We get all these great
Somebody
people
asked us,
around here.
So our process seminars is you present us with an idea, and that's what Greg is. I want to do a Mega Dungeon seminar. You got a Mega Dungeon seminar. So maybe next year we need to say,
Dude.
hey, how about the podcaster?
Live stream random guest seminar.
There you go.
Oh, wait, we're already doing it right now. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what.
not the
I mean,
whiskey.
Yeah. oh.
whiskey thing.
By the way, the whiskey thing apparently took a number of casualties.
Really?
Yes, there were a number of casualties. Now I don't know if I want to name names.
Like
But-
players were absent the next day? Or?
No.
Okay.
But like certain people that are maybe special guests who still haven't eaten yet today, as of like 2 or 3 hours ago.
You sure it wasn't the pickle beer?
I'm the only one that tried the pickle beer of that group.
I almost sneezed. That was horrible. I came, Eric.
Well,
It was the bowel was coming out.
you would have done what my cat couldn't do to this laptop. You would have taken it out. But Rach was still feeling it.
I sniffed it, and the scent of pickles
And hops?
stale beer and like trash kind of hit my nose. And
Trash.
I couldn't. You were drinking it. You drank.
I chugged it, and I chugged about a third of it, and then the gag reflex started to kick in, and I was like, yep. And poor Rach, she's like, all I could think of is, why the fuck is my husband doing this, and what will I have to deal with afterwards?
That was bad. Thanks for Chris for running that.
Yes.
I laughed so hard. Now, we had that up on YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you're watching this and you want to see grown men humiliate themselves by drinking bad whiskey, watch that video.
I did it the first
It's
year.
hilarious.
After that, it's like, can somebody be my champion for
You
this?
understand what happened this year? So Chris got German whiskey. Now you're saying, I've never heard of German whiskey.
Oh, yeah,
There's a
I haven't heard of
reason.
that.
There's a reason. Because it's uniformly horrific. And he did not taste any of this beforehand.
No, so he was.
So when you pour a vial of whiskey and it's the color of pale urine, you know it's not going to probably taste good, and you'd be exactly correct.
The word vile is well chosen.
Yeah. It's a vial.
It was a bunch of grown men going. Drinking whiskey.
All right. So to put it fairly, this is what I expect potions taste like in D&D. In the OSR, that's really the whole reason with like potion mixability is like you don't want to mix two different really horrible. We mix 6, 7 if you
with the bonus thing.
Yeah.
I
mean,
they're choking. It's like, you want to get healed, right? Drink the damn thing.
There's 6 shots of Balcones Blue, which is my favorite Mexican whiskey, just to get the vile taste out of my mouth, the aftertaste of 6 vials of whatever the hell that was you drank. I mean, the best thing we drank was the aperitif. The first one that was the best. That was a brandy aperitif. That was the best thing that we drank.
This is another reason why I don't do it anymore, because I'm not much of a drinker. One whiskey tastes the same as the other to me. So how am I going to vote on this? I see it tastes different.
There was no voting on this.
Oh no, there's no voting.
It was all Fs right across the board. There was only somewhere F minuses. Some might have been an F. No, there was no F pluses. It was just all Fs or F minuses.
And there was.
How's the con been for you?
Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Today was a little slower than yesterday, but I'm having a lot of fun just in general.
Good. Good.
I mean,
It's my first time, so.
And you do a lot of cons.
I do a lot of cons in the Northeast, yeah. And
Joe drove here, which is
Yeah.
Yes, I drove 2 days to get here. So this was commitment.
That's like Wampler and Cask level of travel.
Well, I mean, everybody for years told me I gotta come to North Texas. I gotta come to North Texas, and it's true. This is wonderful. I mean, I wish this was 500 miles closer to me.
This is like a
you and me both.
Just like a gaming oasis.
Yeah.
So now, again, you've done TotalCon, Game Hole.
No, I never did Game Hall. I did Gary Con.
Gary Con. You've done.
Con.
That's in that Scranton area.
Yep, and DexCon. ShireCon, obviously.
Right.
Yeah, so I do cons all over the North. And NJCon when they used to have it.
Right. Now, my take, and I've done Game Hole, ShireCon, GaryCon here, TotalCon, and this to me has a unique atmosphere of relaxation and extended family. It's kind of like if you got your family together, going back like 3 or 4 generations where they went in different directions and still got them together.
Yeah.
And everybody kind of has a connection. Maybe you don't know what it is. It has that kind of feeling. You get some of that feeling at TotalCon. TotalCon has that familiarity.
Because you get regulars.
Yes.
And GaryCon has that too, especially because they bring in a lot of the old, the old guard.
Like we do.
Yeah.
And there's one more reason. He gets to see me.
Oh, well, don't get Michael jealous now, Glenn. Come on.
It's not work spouse for all.
Yeah.
Sorry. We got a bromance going. All right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
But I mean, this year, your first, Courtney, your first, Raggi, his first. We've got some major.
This is Raggi's first, I think.
No.
Like 5, 6 years.
First of all, he's only been to Gary Gen Con
in the United States.
Okay.
So I mean, we're getting creators, publishers that have never been here before, and throwing Kelsey. you know, this year has been a year of just a lot of firsts. You know,
It's great. I'm getting people walking up to me. You know, they've watched my YouTube channel for years,
right,
and now for the first time they're actually seeing me because I never come here.
right.
So it's all local people. You know, there's a lot of people from this area,
Oh yeah,
and they're all like, "Oh yeah, I bought your stuff for years. I've been watching your show. It's like, wow, this is awesome. I've been friends with you on Facebook for 10 years, and it's like I actually get to meet them. It's great.
yeah.
Same with him. I used to watch him do it, geek out over him too.
Well, Texas is kind of an acid of nowhere when it comes to gaming. It's in the South. Most gaming conventions are the East, Northeast, Midwest. So we like to bring guests here that people normally wouldn't see in Texas. Because Texas doesn't, they don't really have a lot of great game cons here.
I mean, yeah, growing up here in Dallas, like there were these mini cons.
Do you remember Dallas Fantasy Fair?
I absolutely remember
It was
Dallas
just like-
Fantasy
that
Fair.
was
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
And that was-
They tried to bring it back a few years ago. It didn't work.
And
Yeah.
That was a game, comic.
Yeah, it was mostly like there's a lot of BattleTech and board gaming. Yeah.
But it was a really good comic. Since then, there's really not that kind of comic.
No.
in the DFW area.
No, it hasn't. Yeah.
And there's happened here. But here, you know,
That's because
doing
Doug
stuff.
was never afraid to ask anybody to come. So he had Margaret Weiss, we had Tracy Hickman, we had Aaron Elmore, cold call, just all cold calls.
Who was usually over there painting?
Easily, Jeff Easley. Yeah.
Jeff Easley would come. He didn't come this year. He come every year. Bring a bunch of house.
Operation this year. He'll be back.
Bring a bunch of house paint, a big canvas, and he would sit there all weekend and paint a painting. Then they'd take it in the auction and auction it for the con.
$6,000.
Yeah,
Wow.
these big gallon buckets of like house paint,
That's amazing.
and you could sit there, you can stand there and watch it. I've still got a picture of him and Elmore talking when they were both here. And it's like two geniuses at work.
It really sucks that Elmore's had a lot of health issues because he's been here twice and he really enjoyed it the whole time, and people enjoyed having him. He's a fun guy to talk to. And
I'm super glad he got his collection out with the several volumes of like all his art history.
Yes.
I was really hoping we could get Russ to do something similar.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
it's really
yeah.
a shame.
I saw Darlene was here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's
Oh,
been
yeah.
here. She's been here.
She's right. She is a sweetheart.
Yeah.
He's a sweetheart. Of the guy.
You know, other guests have been here for a number of years, like Merle Rasmussen. And I was telling Darlene, I guess yesterday when I was talking with her, I embarrassed her because I was like, Darlene, I go, you and Merle are like the bookends, the nicest people in this hobby from the old school that anybody's gonna meet.
You forgot me.
Steve Marsh?
No, Dennis Astaire, Dr. Astaire.
Dennis is unique. My first meeting with Dennis was in Matt Finch's Mythos Tower game, and Bill Webb's kids and godchildren, like 5 of them, came running into the game late after we already had 18 people sitting at the table, and they added themselves to the game. And Dennis, well, I didn't know at that point, just looks up and goes, "Well, somebody kill these annoying kids." And Rachel looked at me, and I went, "Who?" And I went, "That's Dennis Astaire." She goes, "Who?" She's like, "He's a crotchety-old guy." But that was, you don't disturb Dennis during his gaming. It's taken very seriously. He was the official mapper and had been mapping for years, had the collection, because it's an ongoing campaign. But when you sit down with Dennis and you talk with the man one-on-one, yes, he is a sweetheart. His history goes beyond gaming, beyond TSR.
And in case you folks didn't know, he wrote Bunnies and Burrows, and he runs it every year here when he comes.
Yes. I didn't know him from Bunnies and Burrows. I knew him from Swordbearer.
Swordbearer, yes.
Which I never had a chance to run, but I did take was it Dwarven Halls, one of the supplements for it, and converted it to my AD&D game. It was just a great setting adventure piece.
Dennis also created the Druid class for D&D.
Yeah, the chariot.
Yeah, the chariot of Sister is named after Dennis.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Learn something new every day. Wowzer.
Probably he's a rocket scientist too.
So yeah, folks, as cons go, our stuff don't stink.
There you go.
It's actually it's very good, and as Mike has pointed out,
Lieutenant, how you doing?
the number of special guests here rivals special guests that Gary Con will get, and Gary Con is probably 6-7 times larger.
Some people would probably say that the economics of the convention, 500 people having 40 guests, is not a good economic. That doesn't work.
Yeah, for
I
special
would say they're right. Absolutely correct.
Yeah.
But we don't care about making money. So,
There you go.
Right.
we care about making money, yes. It's a horrible decision. Horrible decision. But we care about getting as many people here as we can to meet the fans that want to meet these guys.
So next year I'm again.
Hey,
I'm still right. I'm still.
if you keep driving as far as you drive,
I know.
you are going to be.
I was amazed when you talk about driving in from New Jersey. I was like, that's crazy.
I can stop at Bucky's next time and bring beaver bites.
Yeah.
I'm stopping
I'm stopping on my way home.
There you go.
I found it on. It's on.
Guys,
I already.
gotta
on my way
stop.
home.
It's a day.
Gotta stop it.
It's an
We start
experience.
coming here, we're going to be going back, and yeah, I'm still working on that. Yes, trying to get on the special.
We're doing a
guest
live
list.
stream. What,
Well, what I
we're
keep doing
working.
is
We work.
this guy.
We actually do live stream still.
Can I say fuck on this podcast?
You can always say fucking on the
Thank
podcast.
Monetize.
I didn't hear what?
$5.
Oh God.
Did you know YouTube found you violated their policies and procedures in this video?
We always. First off, if Matt Jackson is anywhere on the video, somehow I get demonetized. I don't know why. It's just I'm not blaming that. I'm just saying when he's on, it's always demonetized.
You're not blaming them. There's just a causal relationship.
Yes.
Some kind of connection.
I'm making an observation. It doesn't mean that there is a cause and effect necessarily. I'm just observing.
What's this monetized thing?
Causation does not equal
I never did
causation. Causation does not equal correlation.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh. Hey, how you doing?
Now there were a few people we were hoping that would pop in, but since this is BattleTech night,
Yes.
Yeah.
although
Yeah.
we do have one of the Barshes wandering by.
Yeah.
Don't know how that happened during
I think I'll follow my
during
grandson.
BattleTech night. Ben,
I'm not sorry.
Yes,
I gotta run to a game real quick. I'm not a BattleTech. I'm not allowed in the inner circle.
you're not allowed in the inner circle. No.
I have to slum it with Keelan Halverson today.
Wow.
I think I got the upgrade.
Oh man. God bless you.
MCC.
All right. Fair enough.
He's gonna tuck his dad to bed tonight.
Oh, probably.
Roll them in the room.
15 minutes. It's
Uh,
bedtime.
An extra garbage can for him just in case.
Just in case. Never be too safe on BattleTech night. Have a good show.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks.
So BattleTech used to be in the main, one of the main rooms, and
Right behind us.
it should have been in a boardroom years ago because most cons frown on having alcohol that's not actually bought from the con,
Mhm.
and so there's a reason they call it BattleTech instead of BattleTech.
Yeah.
But they finally got caught last year, and it was Gary's fault. And they said, we really need you to move through one of the boardrooms. So this is the first year it's actually in a boardroom, which I actually probably have to go raid them after this is over and see what's
I just came from there. The boardroom actually has a bar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Of
There you go.
course it does.
I wonder if
Probably
Paige
well
is, no, he
stocked
doesn't
at
drink,
this point, too.
Yes.
but he loves BattleTech. So I tried to get full on gamer from Baker's Hammer.
Yes,
to come here
Chris.
this year. It's like, dude, you run BattleTech.
All right,
Come,
Chris.
please.
Chris Stodgill, who
Well, the thing is-
single-handedly took out probably
thing
more
is-
vendors in one shot. I mean, or special guests, I should say. There were a number of special guests that I overheard earlier talking about, like Montezuma's Revenge and other stomach. They were all people that were part of the whiskey tasting.
Cowards.
Whiny little.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that it was almost a TPK.
No, a full on gamer. I said, hey, you're going to go up to Gen Con. Why can't you come here?
Yeah.
You know, he was all pepped up for Gen Con. No, come here.
Gen Con, dude.
Yeah.
Full on. Okay, you lost his cred. No
Oh.
one did. Full on.
He's going to have to come a couple more times to regain it. Don't mess with a man's chicken. He'll choke. He'll choke.
He'll choke his dick.
Don't touch my drumstick. My God.
And come here and maybe get on this and have fun too. Who knows?
Right.
Did you run your Gangbusters show?
I did. I did.
Tell us about it.
It went great.
It went like gangbusters.
Yeah, these guys. At one point into the game, it's like, because somebody came up and said, like, "See this face? This is what the players see every time I run this game."
What did you do to them?
It's what they were. We were playing Prohibition Agents, FBI, and Private Eyes.
All right.
To keep another rival gang from coming in and taking over his roadhouse.
Tenkar's right.
Tenkar's roadhouse. By the way, they managed to explode one of the stills in the woods.
Did you have your minions?
I don't know if there were minions in this game.
Yeah, well, he had staff. He had Raish was there.
What was the system?
Gangbusters, BX.
Okay, got it. All right.
And Raish, he has a roadhouse, and right next door is Raish's beer garden, which opens in the southern early fall. But it was almost chaos. They did a
So there was
great.
not a good plan going on. They just ran in there and started.
I gave them leads. They followed the leads, and then they had a firefight in the roadhouse.
Of course.
We broke, so I could come up with something else. Then they started, they wanted to meet them in this warehouse in town, but they found out somebody kidnapped him. And
It's always me.
I don't care about that.
they were taking all your booze in the woods off the stills, and they kidnapped you. And so a merry chase developed, and the bad guys managed to drive off a dock into the road.
Take her out of the car to make it lighter.
They had two guys on a running board. One fell off. They landed into the river, and one of the guys gets in there to get in the truck and get you. I was like, oh, by the way, right next to you, his body froze up. That was the guy on the running board.
Oh, no. You set TPK?
For the bad guys, yeah. But yeah, and actually we sent more to the hospital this time than the morgue. So there was that. It's always crazy. Every year it's crazy.
Guns ends up being way too lethal, way too thick.
Yeah. So I thought it was a win.
Yeah, it sounds fun. It sounds great.
Oh yeah. And this one guy, my friend Jason, he was playing an FBI agent. They were sweating this one perp as part of the gang, and he was doing stuff like cutting the guy's toes off.
This is the.
I was like, I know it's 1927.
Things were different back then.
So, but use a hammer. It's more fun.
There you go.
No. It was like, bam. Oh, he's gonna need a doctor. Bam. Now you're gonna tell us? They do it every day. Last year, Gage was in it, playing a cop or something like that. The bad guys are being sweated. The mob's lawyer shows up. He gets the lawyer arrested. It's like, what the hell? He got some trumped up charge on him and arrested the lawyer.
Sounds extremely historically accurate, actually.
Yeah, but
it's
for me. Yeah, I let it. But everybody had.
Not in the 20s, I don't think. Yeah.
That's my.
He was just screwing people.
That was Elliot Ness.
Right. Those were revenuers back then.
Yeah.
That was one of your stills. You had 3 stills, but you had a secret 4th one in a cave in the woods.
I'm not stupid.
Yeah, that's what they do. The real booze. You're making root beer and ginger ale out in these. The real beer. Yeah, but if they'd have found that cave, they're going to find a rather angry cave bear in there who was hibernating. But they never went there.
That sounds like a blast.
Man. Yeah. This is like my 5th year doing this. Doing the Gangbusters.
Glen has
It's getting harder.
actor background because all the voices are great. I mean, if you get a chance to play one of Glen's Gangbusters,
it's getting harder, but to top myself. But like last year, I wasn't happy. We did the circus one. Ran it on.
Well, did everybody have a good time?
They did, but it's like I had so many more things that could have happened. But when they came to that one scene in the clown's prop room, where all of a sudden all these gangsters dressed as clowns started coming out of a small clown car. And it was like, I got to end it on this. Like 15 guys came out in something the size of a Volkswagen Bug, or smaller. And I said, well, how are they doing it? Well, the car's parked next to the tent and its flaps open. They're coming in from another side. Some guy finally found it out and started banging people on the head before they could get it out. It was crazy nuts.
All right.
But this is the kind of fun we have here, folks.
Yep. Now, Keith, you might be have a little precognition, but you did not see a Pinkerton here. Okay.
I should have
Not
thrown a
yet.
couple of those in the game.
Not yet.
I did not even know the Pinkertons.
A lot of people did.
They're still
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Hey, they never sleep, so they never die either.
Now, I'm not saying that there might be a Pinkerton here tomorrow. Technically Sunday,
Come
I guess,
to find
depending on the
out,
time.
folks. Come to find out.
Lotsy think we're putting
No,
together a union or
I'm
something?
just saying the
Or worse, we have like bootleg magic cards.
Maybe.
Exactly.
Oh,
There's gonna be the union room.
midnight auction, you never know what
Yeah,
happens.
minute auction, crazy things happen. You know, we've had some problems with security in the past, and we may have had.
Well, sitting in a Speedo.
Oh my goodness.
The midnight auction, folks, you will never see midnight auction getting video recorded. There are a few photos from the midnight auction in the past, including me in a lobster outfit.
And a yoga outfit.
Well, no, the yoga outfit never made it here, thank God. We were threatening it, but it never made it here. But it's kind of like Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Midnight auction, no video, some occasional still pics, but that's about it. You got to keep it, in order to keep it family friendly, which we don't, you got to keep it from being recorded.
That's
You can
why we
deny
have
it all.
a regular auction in the midnight.
Right. Midnight auction is also where booze is freely passed along by the bottle.
That
Still-
seems a common theme.
Yes,
We're still trying to get Satan in a Speedo. He hasn't done it.
but his brother's been in a Speedo, and that's all that matters, right?
Ooh, yeah.
Mm.
Satan's brother,
Satan's
the
brother.
Lord of Heck.
Oh, well, no. But Robin and Speedo is nothing that you can unsee once you've seen it.
No. You're good. Preston's a handsome one.
Ah, come on. I can
What can
fit.
you
I
say?
could fit two in there for a second. But wow, I can't believe this is the third day in a row now I've done a live stream. We'll do one tomorrow night for Gamers Health. Probably be shorter than the rest of these live streams. But again, the reason why we set up here is so people like Preston and Courtney and Joe and Greg and Mike
And everybody else.
and everybody else.
And the rest.
And the rest.
Hobbs,
Jackson, everybody.
Zeb Cook.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we set up here. It's noisy. It's chaotic.
We don't care.
We understand that. It's just part of the charm. But the idea of us actually setting something up as a special event here, we could do that. But as long as we make sure we'd have to track down people ahead of time and make sure we have people pop in to be our special guests. We get the this is how folks at home can get a little feel for North Texas. And
A little
again,
bit of North Texas goes up.
you know, it's amazing the number of people. Joe the lawyer isn't here with us. If he was, you wouldn't see him anyway. But
That's true. That's true.
I mean, again, somebody else. It's his first time here. Shouldn't be. He was supposed to be my first date here, but it wound up being Rach. That worked out well because she insisted on coming back.
What? No
Catch-
chicken for me.
No chicken for you, sir. No chicken for you.
me. Probably hurt my stomach anyway.
So,
We
Mike,
have wings.
Mike, do you have any final words of wisdom?
Come on.
Sorry,
He's got nothing.
Mike is far too sober right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't drink. I was having low sugars. I just ate like 3 pounds of chicken, snacks, mashed potatoes.
Where'd you put it?
It's all kind of settling down. So, yeah, I might just fall asleep in the next 15 minutes.
Understandable. I know that feeling.
I'll
Hopefully
be
not,
surprised if anything was audible.
Oh my god.
People were
Believe it or not,
commenting on what we were talking about, so some of it's got to be audible. You know, we've been doing this for 90 minutes. We still got 10 people who haven't tuned out yet.
Oh my god. I only grabbed 10. That's
We got a lot more people on the listen. It's a Friday night. Wednesday nights do well because people generally don't go out on Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
Friday nights people go out. It's date night with the wife. It's let's watch movies.
Not watch a bunch of idiots.
Well, you're saving this for posterity on YouTube.
Yeah, everybody. Oh, some of the replays are huge. Usually, I'm 55. I'm gonna be 56.
I'm 66.
My date night with my wife is Monday nights because I only give her 2 nights a week, really. Unless you count.
Really?
Saturday.
Well, yeah, but we do a live stream
Well,
together.
you gave it to her more than that.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
No, that's that. She gets the days. She's retired, like I am, so she gets the days with me.
You
The nights.
give her more than that. Wink, wink.
We didn't even need to go there. He did there, and he went there, and he went all the way through there.
Went there, pitched it.
I did it. I'd do it again if I could.
You're embarrassing me, Glenn.
Why? Well, you're already demonetized. Who cares?
Oh, gee, you know what? Hey, we're gonna check that out right now, just to see.
Where's Jungle Warrior? He's
No. I think he was going up to nap.
Oh my God, to nap that old bastard.
He did mention a nap, actually.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Not even joking.
And I don't know. I can't get the.
Turning the nap.
I can't.
Can't shut it off?
I can't get the YouTube page to open up to see if we're demonetized or not. Oh, here we go. Limited. Yes, we are demonetized. Listen, I didn't even monetize yesterday because I knew there was no way. There was no way.
Let me show. Let's
What?
see it again. I'm looking at the upper episodes. Limited, off, limited, off, limited, limited.
No.
You're doing real good.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God. He's not kidding.
Raggi?
Hey, Jim.
James.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can start cursing. We're already limited.
Doesn't stop him.
I know, Joseph. Now you got a life, Joseph. All right. So Joe just ran down
James
Raggi. So before we sign off, we are going to get the one and only
James Raggi.
Woo!
There we go.
He did. He made it from Finland, folks. Zero, Texas.
I can take it off.
Oh, we're on YouTube. You got to strip
Yeah,
off. Is
yeah,
that the
you
deal?
gotta-
We're already demonetized, so it's okay, man.
So, James, when we said Bill told me we were coming, unfortunately, the number one thing they asked is he going to be wearing a shirt? What the hell? Of course he's wearing his freaking shirt. He's not doing-
What was this? Of course, he could have said.
I want to raise expectations. So, I just said,
Is he going to be Satan this year?
So yeah, hi everyone. I was just coming over extra. Yeah, we just got back from dinner. I got a nice steak with a big bone in it, and
Oh, nice.
I realized I'm still new to like really eating a good steak. So it's like, okay, I don't know how to get the meat off the bone with the knife. So it's like, I'll just box it up and I'm just gonna chew on it in the hotel room.
There you go.
I'm just polite enough to not do it in the restaurant.
That's what you grab that steak and gnaw.
And then what we were wandering through right now is to him, since he's going to be dealing our stuff. Yeah, because we're not drinking here, but we had a drink ticket, so it's like, okay, someone that's helping us out. You know, we just delivered that. We're just wandering through. Who do you trust? So, oh yeah,
I was right here.
so. But now I've just added value now to the live stream,
You
so
are
that's
certain.
Maybe they'll turn our monetization on again.
No, that's not going to happen. But I mean, honestly, folks, sitting at the table right now with us, 3 of the larger OSR creators and personalities.
I'm a larger creator.
Thank you.
He really is. James Raggi, Courtney, Joe Block. I mean, all of them. Their first time in North Texas. James, is it what you expected?
I didn't know what to expect because I had no idea. I was
James asked me, he said, why do you want me to come to Texas? I don't understand. Well,
You know, but
We
it's really
miss you.
expensive. That's okay. We just want you to come because you're only going to get. Yeah, you got to see other things going on in the United States.
And it's like all like the classic old school people, even from the old blog days. And it's weird because I show up and it's like, okay, who's going to yell at me? Who's going to yell at me? And it's like everybody's cool. It's like, you know, people get snappy online sometimes, but then everyone's just been great. It's been awesome here.
Texas is like, well, it's not just Texas. It's just this is a laid back. It
Yeah.
really is.
And it is so good that people passing by and looking that I don't have to explain what the core of the game is. Because at Gen Con, it's just like D20, and it's like, well, we laugh, but it's like not their fault.
Right.
And I'm supposed to explain it, but I'm just thinking, oh my God,
You need to make a little introductory video you can play.
This is the OSR and Sparta.
And that's the kind of thing. It's I just have to explain what's different about it if I have to explain anything at all, and that's.
We should make you a video. You sitting in a smoking jacket in a library. Hello, my name is Raggi.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about limitations.
Because I mean, my people person skills are very basic, you know, and if it's like a normal person, it's like, I don't know how to talk to you people. You're, you know, I just want to say, it's like, have you seen Last House on the Left? Do you enjoy Reverend Bazaar? What do you mean you've never heard of these things? What's wrong with you? So, and it's
How's the gaming going? So you're doing a couple of things.
yes. This is the first time since 2010 I'm running games at a convention.
Wow.
Yeah, and since that time, I've only really been running for people that I've known.
Okay.
You know, and at this point, when I'm running games in Finland, it would be people who I've known for over a decade.
You came here from Finland.
Yeah.
Wow.
from Finland. So I mean, sometimes there's a new player or two, but it's good to like have confirmation that my shit works on strangers too.
Yeah.
And it's terrifying because it's like, okay, I'm flying in, that's fine. I'm used to flying conventions because there's just one in Finland. But like people are traveling here and they're paying money to, I'll say, game with me because I said play with me, and so it was like no. Say game. Don't say we're paying to play with you. And I was like, oh, I thought that was part of it too. And so
Substantially less ball tickling than expected.
I know I'm disappointed. So the whole thing is just, I don't know, we're doing well at the vendor table. If we are on track for this to be the best non-Gen Con convention we've been to.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
This con is very good to vendors.
It is,
There's
yeah.
a lot of really big gaming fans in the Dallas area.
Yeah.
Vendors usually do very, very well.
Well, you came with a pretty fire setup too. Like there was stuff on that table I was eager to see.
Of course,
For
there's
sure.
stuff on the table. Who do you think you're talking? But you can go to like Spiel. It gets 60,000 people. It's like we don't do as well as we do here. UK Games Expo is doing over 10K these days. I don't know if it's still after the pandemic. It's going on right now, and it's like I'm coming here instead of going there. So,
You chose wisely.
yeah. So yeah, and it's nice being at a convention where I'm looking around at the other tables in the same hall I'm in, and it's just like, oh, I want to spend all the money I'm getting on everything else that I see here, because it's one thing if someone's online saying, oh, I released a book, and you're like, yeah, everyone's releasing a book. But then you go to their table and you see their catalog of work and the collections they have, and you can see it's like, you know, this looks neat. And yeah, and it's just like all the willpower I have to have. And I'm you know, in America, and I'm trying to
trying to eat decently. I mean, just 2 months ago, this shirt was really tight on me, so I got to keep. Tech, a lot of great steakhouses.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then for breakfast, it's easy to just get like bacon and eggs basic. So like I'm trying to keep the willpower. I have to say, you go to Denny's in the morning for breakfast, you just want bacon and eggs, but the menu's like pancakes. Like, so I got that willpower, and I have to have the willpower to not just take all the money and just give it to other people, like for things I can't even get in my luggage.
Right.
So I just don't understand. It's like a Gen Con, or these other big conventions. You see people with like suitcases and big trailers where they're just buying all the stuff. You're thinking, how can you find that much crap to buy in here?
PAX was like that.
Yeah,
I did PAX on luggage exactly the same thing.
and so that, but here it's like I could do with one of those.
Or 5.
Yeah, I need all the stuff that's like relevant to my interest. It's all right here, and then everywhere you turn, it's like I recognize that. I know who you are. I know who you are. It's like I've known you online for 10 years, and yeah, it's a hell of a thing. I would say if you're interested in this sector of gaming, this is really the place to come, if anything. Yeah.
Talk to Brad Mike about taking this on the road, maybe to Iceland.
Next year we're going to have the convention in Finland.
If you like to go on an adventure and have 60% of the people on the adventure die, this is the place you need to be.
There you go.
Nobody died in my game today.
Was that disappointing?
You're not doing it right.
I've played in your adventures. That's surprising.
Yeah, well, I've been using the deck of weird things. It's like one of the first things the players find. And this time, a couple of players had some stuff that basically broke the adventure. But that's the fun of putting all this crazy stuff in. Because I've got the reputation, your adventures are unfair, they're unsurvivable. Blah, blah. No, they've got little... sometimes it boosts the player. Sometimes I'm just sitting there thinking, they beat me. That's the way it works. So, yeah.
It's funny because when Courtney and I first started talking, the conversation that we had about this con was it's the place where you make those connections of the people that you've known for years.
20 years.
20 years.
G+ era. I've
Yeah.
known some of these people and haven't met in person.
And you make that connection in person, and all of a sudden, what was pretty real becomes real, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even if you don't see that person for another year or ever again, you've made that connection. And that person's flesh and blood, and we've, I don't know, sat down and talked and shared the same air. And you can do that here without any pressure. I mean, I know I was told a couple of years ago that more publisher deals happen here than at most conventions because people get to sit down and just talk with each other, and there's no pressure. And all of a sudden, hey, you do this, I do that, and people are walking away with projects because there's no pressure.
That's what happens when Mark Hunt roomed with me a few years ago, and he came away with a Gamma World proposal and a couple over there. And said, this space is great for networking. We said,
Yes.
It's nice to talk to people outside the confines of a Zoom call and professionalism.
Yeah.
Like I'm always thinking, well, I have to cut this off because they're living their busy life and I don't want to take too much of their time. But here, I can harangue Raggi as much as I want. What's he going to do?
He just sits down at the table, and I'm like...
I live here now.
It's like, yeah, I saw Tenkar come by. The first thing I said is, you don't look right in 3D.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do a show. Half of you, so you look at me every other week.
No,
so just from the neck up.
Yeah. I'm most of the time conventioneering is just like, I'm going to work again today. God, but this has just been fun.
Yeah, relax.
I'm me, and like not miserable socially here.
Well, that's right. You can be yourself here. You don't. There's nobody's putting on a show here.
No affectations.
Exactly. You know, it's like yeah.
A couple.
I listen. I saw one person walking around in a cosplay outfit
Yeah,
with ears.
It's like nobody ever does cosplay around here.
That's the Abby normal here.
And I have to say, even though this con does seem to skew a little older,
Yes.
I mean, there are younger people here.
Yes.
And they're younger people who know OSR
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
It's not just wandering around like, who are you people who just follow out the tree?
It's the kind of thing that's going to happen.
Yeah, but it's nice to see because just from reputation, it's like really old cards and all that. It's like no, there's some kids that are smart.
Yes. Yes, you got the guys who say, let me show you how to really role play. I've been doing this for 100 years. See my stone GM screen?
And then, talking to some of the people, meeting Jeff G, meeting Darlene. I haven't talked to Jake yet, but I'm going to. And some of the people say, "Oh, I recognize that. Oh shit, I recognize that name."
Again,
You walk down the hall, it's like Matt Finch, Raggi, Darlene, Janelle J.
New guys, it's like, that's him, that's him. Over in the corner, you have Diesel.
Oh shit, I didn't talk to Jeff.
Matt,
He didn't come this year, but every other year, Errol Otis shows up. But you get him an off year. But he's always a lot of fun.
Oh, okay.
well, we're gonna have to wrap this up anyway before my computer shuts off. On its own.
All right. 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's like the witching hour. Folks, huge thank you, especially to James. Again, Courtney, Joe Block,
Greg Gillespie was here earlier.
Greg was here
Preston's
before.
got a Kickstarter going on right now.
Preston,
House of the
Preston,
Gold Princess. Thank you so much.
Preston, Matt Evans.
Good stuff.
We thank you all.
Who's the old timer that was here before?
Me?
No. Zeb Cook.
Zeb Cook.
Oh shit, he's here.
Zeb is here.
Steve
Dennis
Denner is here.
Dennis Sester is here. Sester's charity.
Yeah.
Did Merle make it? Merle Rasmussen?
Merle Rasmussen is here.
Merle Rasmussen?
Yeah, I talked to him.
Merle is a doll.
Zeb Cook, though, he did some of my favorite early modules when I was a kid and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got to find him, fanboy out on him.
Oh, hell yeah.
He'll enjoy it.
And I just got to double check to make sure I'm remembering the right modules. Okay, I'll embarrass myself on the live stream. He did Dwellers of the Forbidden City. Wasn't that his?
Don't ask me.
And the X4 and X5 with the master thing.
That I
Desert Stone Nomads.
Yeah.
I can't confirm nor deny.
Well, I can see how this is going to go.
All right.
I love you. That mod. You did great, BX.
There you go. Just paint with a wide brush. It's always safer.
It's the other cook. Dwellers. It's the other cook.
Dwellers was the other cook.
Yeah, David Cook.
David. Okay, so see. But what about the X4 and X5?
I'm going to look up.
What, Lost City and stuff?
No, that was Master of the Desert Nomads.
Oh, the Desert series.
Deserted, yeah.
Pharaoh and.
No.
No, that was I.
Okay.
That was for the eyes, but X4 and X5.
Okay.
Please let me be right about something.
Work on it.
Yeah. Someone I think Courtney's looking it up or just texting someone random.
No, I'm looking into it.
This guy doesn't know nothing. Please tell him.
It's here's the thing. The cover image is too blurry to read the name.
Oh Jesus!
I think it's David Cook again. You might have mixed stuff up.
I know. God, see.
Stick with 2E. You'll be safe.
With 2E,
yeah.
So is it possible that all this time I've thought they were the same person?
It could be David Zeb Cook.
Yeah. Same trouble.
I don't know.
You don't put a 7 there, I don't know.
So David Cook and Zeb Cook is not this. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there goes that idea, folks.
Well, so good thing I came here before meeting him.
Did you meet Steve Marsh? He's roaming around.
No.
Steve is here.
What do I misremember him doing?
BX, among other things.
That's Martian Cook too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Look,
so,
there's a lot of material.
like and
Everybody
subscribe
forgets
if you think
others.
It's funny that I don't know what I'm talking about.
Buy more Lamentations.
There you
That
go.
was him. He did Isle of Dread, Master of Death,
Isle of Dread,
Romance,
yes.
and Temple of Death.
Okay, so I was right on 2 to 3. And yeah, Isle of Dread, that's another thing. Okay, just what were mentioned.
And Slate Pits of the Undercity.
Oh,
Slate Pits?
Yeah.
Okay.
all right, cool.
I was 2/3 right. So very good.
On the note of James being right, as he should be, we are going to wrap this up, folks. Thank you to everybody. I've already been naming. Thank you to all that have been watching. Thank you to everybody that watches this on the repeat, because I'm going to be naming everybody that's been on this show today, and the list is nearly endless, and it's impressive. Even
Watch
to
his
me.
podcast. Listen to my Radio Grognard and Theko's Hammer. And thank you
Greyhawk
for
Grognard.
and
Greyhawk
Greyhawk
Grognard. Check out Preston's Kickstarter.
Thank you.
And
I'm got Sinless coming out at the end of the year,
I'm
so
excited
Okay.
about that.
okay, and James, you never know what's coming out, but something good's coming.
he's got a bunch of stuff on the lineup.
Oh yeah, we
James?
got. I don't know if they're all going to make the finish line, but we got 17 projects that I'm hoping to have out for Gen Con.
Holy,
6 of those are reprints of things.
crap.
That's
but
still 11 new
11
books.
new projects. Out
Wow.
there.
Yeah.
all right.
Cross fingers, at least 8 are definitely going to be.
All right, I expect James to keep me updated. I'll keep you updated either on the blog or on this channel. Folks, as always, be safe, be well. God bless. Roll those dice, roll them well. Tomorrow, another live stream, 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Myself, Rach, random guests, I am sure, for Gamers Health. Yeah, well, let's Glen some questions. How about that? All right, folks, thank you.
Good night, folks.
Bye-bye.
Laters.